It's just something that cannot be like explained. It's just there.
It's something that exists without any explanation. That's what you're saying, right?
Cannot be explained. So what if this set of contingent things is just a brute fact? Doesn't necessarily mean that there's like an external thing. Like that's just presupposing that there must be an external thing just for this said thing to exist. So like, what if it is a brute fact and it just exists without any other explanation? Because again, as I
Okay,
already
wait, wait.
stated,
So
there's
are you an
oh no,
epistemic
no, no.
foundationalist, real quick?
What'd you say?
Because are you an epistemic foundationalist? Do you think that beliefs can be reduced to a basic belief that doesn't necessarily have any reason for its own existence or its own?
Wait, so you're asking me for a reason, right? For it to
No,
exist. So
I'm asking if your belief system aligns with epistemic foundationalism, which I defined it uh, as the belief system that proposes that there are basic beliefs. There are basic beliefs to which other beliefs are backed up by that don't reduce any further. They're just basic fundamental beliefs that don't have any. Uh, they don't have any. They don't have any reason for their own. Their own existence. Do you believe that there
okay,
are
so
such?
answering that question, no.
So then,
Because again,
why?
I'll go. Wait, I'll go ahead and explain real quick. Because if I think this is where I'm going, like you're just gonna go ahead and try and like conjunct that thing to like the back thing. Like that's where I'm guessing it's going. I'm not necessarily saying that's gonna be the affirmative part of that, but basically no, because a brute fact is something that is affirmed rather than it having like a set belief about it. That's like the token distinction between this. Like those are two separate categories. So it wouldn't necessarily be a belief, without said basis. It just doesn't, fundamentally just exist because it's a belief. Like say for example, good example of what you defined as that real quick. I'm just trying to fit an analogy to express it. Like say for example, a kid fucking follows the Bible, right? And since he follows the Bible, he just follows in it. There's no actual like criteria for him to have like a basis. It's just him basically like being upon that, and there's no actual basis for why the Bible would be true to him. It's just his belief. That's like the
So
best way
you
I can
think
like put into like an analogous with that.
this is a brute fact?
What?
This is analogous to a brute fact. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It was just an analogy to express what your definition of epistemic foundationalism was. I was basically just trying to get like analogy
I
just
don't
to
think that's
describe it
not
like
what.
a
That's
bit.
not what my. That does not. That's not analogous.
Wait, why?
I will repeat it once more. I'll repeat the definition once more, or not really the definition, but what it attempts uh to convey. So epistemic
But
foundationalism attempts to convey that there are certain basic beliefs that are fundamental and they cannot be further reduced, and these beliefs they don't have any they can't be justified by any other belief, but they justify other beliefs, but they don't have
okay,
any
so what
other
you're basically
more,
saying is that
don't
we
have
use
they
another.
basically do not have a reason for their own objectivity, if that makes sense. That's what I
Okay,
believe.
so I'll go ahead and repeat the last part you said, like just so we can like get better from what you're saying. Um, so basically, what you're saying is that these beliefs, exist solely, right? And they just cannot be, described or like say,
No,
for
they can be
example, be
described.
justified. Hold up. I wasn't done yet. I wasn't done. Or be justified
Uh,
by like sin of the belief, right?
yeah. What?
You just said yeah, and then what? What do you mean? What?
No, I'm asking. What were you saying? I didn't hear you.
Mate. You know what? I think we can like conclude soon if you want.
What?
Anyways,
What? Bro, we didn't
yeah.
even argue. What? What?
Like,
Anyways,
bro,
yeah.
like I'm
Go
not trying to
on
be
with your
mean.
bro.
Like,
Go
hold
on.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Argue
I'm not
against
done yet. I'm not
epistemic
done yet. Hold up, hold up.
foundationalism
Like,
once
I'm
more
just trying
again.
to say something real quick. Like, right now, since I joined the VC, like, right now it's just been like a total shit fest for like me and you. Like, I'm not trying to like be mean. Like, plus I'm like
Wait,
tired right now, so I'm
Bro,
not
no,
at my
no,
the
best.
entire so
Seiba,
far, by far, we have not
Shino,
made any
Shino,
progression.
Shino, shut up.
What's up?
Alright, so like, if y'all want conclusions, at least
I
argue.
do not want to
Or at
conclude.
least, like, argue a
I
bit
just
more.
said we could go to
Because,
it, but
no,
alright, we
no,
could
no.
just continue then.
And like, actually, like, trying to argue, cause like, Seiba, I'm not gonna lie, you kinda aren't tracking some things, but like,
Not an issue, but you want to argue if I'm not track or something, we can go ahead and like put up another dialectic right now. Even though that would like derail the
no,
conversation, we
Buddy,
can
no,
go
no,
ahead
we're
and
not
like
gonna do
let's
that.
right now.
We're gonna stick to this one, and we're gonna
okay.
continue arguing
I
until we
would
get to a
fucking
conclusion.
illustrate this nigga above me.
What?
Anyways, now that we're like back up on
Just
track.
continue
Alright,
arguing,
Yeah.
and like, I'll
Yeah, we
give
get it, bro.
y'all, whenever both of y'all are ready, I'll give conclusions.
Okay, let's retract, okay? Because we sidetracked so much.
55.
Yeah, I know.
Forget about epistemic foundationalism. That has no relevance now. So you asked me, what if X,
Fact.
or what if the set of all contingent things could just be a brute fact? Was that what you asked me?
Yeah, so what if it could just be a brute fact, like because you know how you said there must be like an external thing to bring in the set of all like contingent things, right? So once we're
Within?
going off
No, I
that,
said
that's
there
like
must be something
no, no,
external
no,
to
no,
the
no.
set.
Within, I'm talking about within the argumentation. I'm not talking about
Oh, okay,
within
okay,
the
sorry, sorry.
set of all
Yeah,
contingent things.
okay.
The so within the argumentation, there's an external thing to all these contingent things, right? These conditioned
Yeah.
things. So what if these contingent things just don't have like an explanation for their existence, right? And they're just there, like there's just no
I think
explanation for it because like hold up, because you know how you mentioned there's like an external like thing. There must be an external thing, but why must there be an external thing? That's the thing I'm trying to get at. Why must there be to conclude that these things would have a causal relationship? Like, what if they just don't have an explanation? Go ahead.
okay. So answering the last question. Yeah, so there must be such, otherwise the set wouldn't exist in the first place, since the set
Wait,
of
why?
contingent things being uncaused is an oxymoron, which is basically, you know what an oxymoron is, right?
Okay,
You're
I get
asking.
that part, like, because we already know this is like a contingent thing, right? And they would have a cause, right? But I'm talking about the external thing. Like, why must there be an external thing instead of there being an internal thing to this said cause? Like, say for example, right? Within the
What?
infinite regression thing, like,
What?
let's
I
just
never
say, like,
disagreed with there being an internal thing to the nigga. We're talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
the set of
hold on.
all
I never
contingent
said
things.
you.
So
I
we're
never
talking
said
about
you
what's
disagreed
internal
to that.
and
I
external.
never said you disagreed to that. This is like another straw man. Come on,
You're
man.
questioning it though. You're questioning
Yeah, okay, I'm
why,
questioning.
instead of
Necessarily mean
being
that
concerned
doesn't
about
necessarily
external
mean
things,
I'm like
why should
saying
you
that
not
you're
be
disagreeing,
concerned
nigga.
of internal things? Well, that's what I'm arguing for. I'm arguing that there must be something that is external in relation with internal elements
Okay,
to
we
the
get
set.
that. We get that. We get you asserted that it would be an oxymoron and contradictory because it's a conditioned thing. It would be conditioned. While meanwhile, like say for example, something non-contingent is self-sustained and not caused. And if we say like these contingent things would be like unconditioned, right? Um, that would already be a contradiction, right? But what if, like, because you asserted there
Why
must be,
repeat that? Repeat
hold on,
that.
hold on,
Repeat.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Because you asserted, right, there must be an external thing to conclude that these contingent things exist, right?
Yeah, and
That's
I'm
what you're
waiting for
using to
the
gain that
refutation.
criteria to that conclusion, right? So then, what if it's just some internal causing these contingent things? That doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't like say for an example, like an external thing causing these contingent things, but it's another thing causing this contingent set of things. Like say for example, you know what a
Buddy,
causal relationship is?
yeah, that's what we're putting into question for the set of all contingent things. We're putting into question of whether or not uh the set of things that are caused depend on something else for their existence. If they're caused by
Yes,
something else.
that's the whole point. But like I was like, yeah, we get that
What's
right. But there must
yeah,
be is also like a necessity claim. So yeah, we get like
Yeah,
but I'm
necessity
asking
claim.
like this
Hello.
specific set of
That
contingent
is
thing.
so obvious.
Hold. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Like because we know infinite regression, right? It's
Yes.
always building up within an infinite like set of things being caused by one another, right? So what if it's just that this thing, right, had another thing before it, right? And it isn't necessarily an external being causing that because here's the thing, like you made a necessity
But you're
claim
not
saying
making
that
any
there wait,
progression, bro. You're
hold on.
trying
Yes,
so
I
hard to
am.
develop an argument,
You
but it's not
you
working.
saying
It's
this does
hard,
not
man.
make you look rhetorical, my nigga. Anyways,
No, I'm pointing out the obvious, bro. I'm pointing out the obvious. There's
yeah, I don't
nothing to be
necessarily think that's
rhetorical
like
about.
obvious, bro. They could just determine that through optics, or anyways.
Yeah, because
So,
because I point
anyways,
out how you're trying to be rhetorical, so then you're projecting yourself onto me, huh?
Yeah, keep like telling your schizophrenia demons that.
So
Anyways,
that's
since
okay, my
again
man.
you made the necessity claim that there must be an external thing to cause these set of conditioned things to
Mm-hmm.
exist, right? So what if
Mm-hmm.
since we already have external affirmation through what is
External
infinite regression?
affirmation.
Yeah,
Could you
external
please
affirmation
tell me
just
what that
refers.
refers to?
Oh my fucking! It's just a motherfucking connotation for something that's like external. Then we have validation as to what its concept is or something like that. That's what it means within this context. That's all it is. Anyways,
Could you repeat that real quick? I'm sorry, it did not register through my head because you're reciting the definition so fast. If I may.
doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, to me, it seems like I'm going pretty slow. But all right, yeah,
Not to
sure.
you,
Wait,
to
okay,
me, you're
so
not
within
very slow.
within this context, right? It is
Yes.
like a connotation of what the actual definition is because I'm adding something to it. I'm invoking another meaning.
Oh, I see.
Just for my
So
meaning.
external
So what it means
affirmation
is
is the connotation of what the definition. What the
yeah,
fuck?
it's just invoking another meaning, and what that meaning is basically, is just that we already within this context, right? We have something outside of our
Brother, 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 you're
okay,
so
hold on,
vague.
hold
You're so vague, my
on.
brother. You can simplify
Okay,
this
I
into a
wasn't
very small
my brother, my
explanation,
Aki,
and you're so vague.
My Aki within Allah, bro. I was not done,
My
and you're
Aki.
already sitting there claiming. Okay,
Aki.
listen, my lady. I will kiss you up on the lips, and I will fucking put my tongue down your throat. Chill out, man.
Oh, hell no. This nigga a faggot. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up now.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up. That's crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Continue.
All right, thank you. Um, basically, what I'm saying is that we already have some sort of validation for like what this said thing is. It's just outside of this is just some outside confirming what we're like saying. It's just basically that what it is. So we already know what infinite regression
Okay.
is.
Okay.
We already
That's
know
it.
what infinite
That's
regression
all.
is. And there's like multiple parts in which, or not multiple parts, but there's like a cause which causes another thing. And it just continues going on infinite. There's nothing like finite. And since we already
So you're
know
questioning
via
infinite
this,
regression. You're
uh,
questioning the
I'm not
validity of
questioning it. No,
infinite
no, no, no.
regression and
I'm
infinite
not questioning it.
regression itself.
I'm trying to conjunct it. I'm trying to conjunct it into something like basically my argumentation
You
or
asked
like
a question in the
me
beginning.
put okay,
We
hold
can
up, hold up, hold
play
up.
back in the
It's
recording.
me.
You asked the question, and then this
It's
is the
me
build up to
putting
the question.
into. It's me putting not putting in the question. It's just me
Oh
conjuncting
my! Oh, you
what I said
literally said
earlier
it
into
yourself.
one.
You're questioning.
Wait, what did I say? Wait, what did I say? God.
You said you were putting it into question. You're questioning.
Okay, so I might have stumbled there and then I fixed myself because I don't remember ever saying that. Anyways, you can just go
Okay,
on to
you
what I was
stumbled
saying
over
now.
yourself.
Like,
Whether or not you stumbled or not, it doesn't change the fact that you questioned. We can play back in the recording and we can see that you
okay,
questioned
then okay, so
whether or
real quick.
not
Okay, so I
if you
questioned it, then I fixed it with what I was originally gonna say, which means it was just like a
okay,
misstep
so now
within.
you're not questioning.
It was
You're
not the.
arguing
It's not.
against.
Okay,
You're
so are
opposing.
you gonna try and claim it's like a backtrack?
That's not what I'm claiming.
I said, are you going to claim that? I didn't say you are. I'm not. I'm the affirmative of that. I'm
Bro,
asking you
I'm
to try
saying
and
I'm
find an answer.
answering that with a no. I'm negating that. I'm saying I'm not
Okay.
arguing that you are claiming or that I'm not arguing that you are backtracking.
Okay. See what you just did there? See what you just did there? That's the same thing I did.
Okay.
Okay, now we
That
can
doesn't
like,
change the
finally move
fact
on.
that you
Like,
questioned.
please and thank you then. Like, we can just move on, bro. Like, these, like,
Okay,
derail into the
So
conversation
go
because
on
like
with
there's
your
kind of unnecessary.
go on with your refutation
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you have one.
So as to why there's like a external being, right? So because it would already be contradictory for this set of contingent things to exist or be self-sustained to exist, and set for that. But anyways, I was using infinite regression as the waypoint to conjunct these said things as the per original statement. Infinite regression, I already explained that. So what we know about or I have epistemological awareness about what infinite regression.
Epistemological awareness.
Okay, my nigga, are you just gonna keep laughing at everything that's being said like a retard?
Because that's not what you want to say. I know what you want to say. You want to say what we have
All I'm doing
awareness
is
of
just trying to
within
like.
our
All I'm
scope of
doing is
knowledge.
just asserting random things.
By the way, epistemological awareness is an incoherent term. Epistemology
It's
is a
not.
study of
Wait, hold
knowledge.
on, hold on.
You're
Wait,
saying
you utilize
you're saying awareness
epistemological
that
awareness.
pertains to the study of knowledge. I think you're trying to say awareness of what pertains to our scope of knowledge, rather.
That's exactly what fucking epistemological awareness is, you dipshit.
That
Oh my
is not
gosh, you're fucking stupid.
epistemic awareness. There's a distinction. Epistemic awareness and epistemological awareness. Anyways, this is not relevant. We can go on.
Gosh, bro. Anyways, as I was saying, since we already have formed a form of knowledge as to what that is, right? So you already answered because it would be an oxymoron for us to say that it's like a condition, since it's a contingent thing, and there must be an external thing to exist for those set of things to exist. But if I'm really gonna be honest, what if that's the thing? It's just caused by another thing within infinite regression, and that's just gonna keep going on.
Sheba.
What if?
I have a question. I have a question for the judge, Sheba, or the spectator. Sheba, did I not tell you that he was questioning me before? And what does he do now? What does he do now? He questions me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of like
So
a
he's
Like
asking me the same question he asked me
yeah,
before.
cause like
That was not the same question. Are you like a dipshit? The other question
You want to
was
play
that
back the
it's like,
recording?
yeah, sure. The other question was, what if it's a brute fact, something
hey,
that's like
finish the
without an
debate
explanation?
first.
Again,
I'm not
Finish
talking
again,
about that
debating
question.
first.
that's
You
not the
asked me
same
multiple
question.
questions.
What you're doing is just invoking another non sequitur, bro.
Seiba, shut up, man.
My nigga,
Finish the
you are
debate and then we
irrelevant.
can
Shut the
replay.
fuck up, bitch ass nigga. What the fuck?
No,
Exactly. You fucking like
There's
low.
be a
Shut the
good
fuck up.
boy and quiet. Nah,
Anyways,
yeah,
let's
be
just
a
get
good
out to
boy.
the fucking
Shut up.
debate. Y'all niggas are like mad annoying, bro.
Nah, shut up, boy.
Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga. What the fuck? You
Be a
fucking look
good
like
boy
you
now.
a butt plug ass nigga.
Be a
Shut the
good
fuck up,
boy.
bitch nigga named
There's
Sheba.
no need.
You
There's no
fucking
need
got
for.
bitch
Nah,
There's
ass
no need for
superiority
that.
over
nah,
the
There's no need
shut
for
impale ass
up.
that.
nigga.
You can
Shut
continue
your ugly
arguing.
ass up, bitch. The
Get
fuck?
back on the
That's what I
leash, my
thought. You
man.
fucking dog. Shut your ugly ass up.
Oh my
Anyways, let's
Who's
get
goodness.
on with the
calling the
debate.
dog?
Exactly. This nigga keep fucking saying shit. Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga. The fuck? It was a fucking hyperbole, you idiot ass nigga. The fuck?
Whoa,
Shut your ugly ass
yo,
up,
Can
bitch
you
ass
stop
nigga. The fuck?
mumbling,
You
bro?
thought you was the fucking Nightcrawler from X Men.
No,
Shut your ugly
no,
ass up, bitch. Holy shit. Anyways, let's get on with the
Anyways,
fucking debate, bro. This annoying ass nigga above me.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Shino,
Let's
finish saying anything
retract.
real quick.
Let's retract a bit. Okay. Let's try to
Yeah, okay,
understand the
so
argument.
I'll just give you like
Let's
what
wait.
my
Before
perspective
we
is. Okay, so what it was, right?
Press
What my
60.
perspective is, right?
wait, Seiba,
Basically, what I said,
Seiba.
it's I asked if it's a brute fact, right?
Seiba,
But
we're not
without
on
an
the same
explanation
page.
as how these exist. Okay, wait, we are on the same page because you're the one.
We're not
You're
on
the
the
one
same
who's
page.
asserting the truth claim that it's literally the same question asked before. But I'm giving you what the
That's
previous
not a
question
truth
was.
claim. You know what the truth
Before
claim
then,
is.
we moved to the other thing apart about it, right? I asked you if it was a brute fact, right? And then we move on to what if it's caused by another thing within infinite regression, in which you also made the necessity claim that it must be some external. So go ahead and justify why
I
it
have a
would
question.
be, or rather, why must it be an external thing if it's being caused by another thing within infinite regression? That previous thing before would be conditioned that it's being like being formed by another conditioned thing. That would just be an oxymoron to something that's self-sustained.
Seiba. Just one question.
Okay, I'm listening now.
Very, very important question. Okay. So, do you think that we have the epistemic capacity? Do you think that we have the capability to know something that is infinite in nature? Do you think that it is possible for us, given epistemic humility, given that concept, do you think that it is possible at all Do you think it's
I
epistemically
don't
possible
necessarily
for
see
us
how
to
that's
acknowledge an
relevant
infinite
either.
an infinite
Hold on, hold on, hold
regression?
on. I don't
If you
necessarily see
wait,
how
I
that's
didn't even
relevant.
I didn't even finish, bro. I didn't finish. Do you think it's possible, given epistemic humility, that it is that we could acknowledge something that is infinite in nature? Because if not, then how can you know, or how can you doubt if whether or not infinite regression, uh, or how can you doubt my argument possibly infinite regression if you think epistemically possible for us to imagine or to acknowledge something that is infinite in nature?
Again, this is this real quick. I'll answer the question. So you asked, given epistemic humility of us understanding something infinite in nature, right? So I think we do have the knowledge to somewhat understand. To somewhat understand. I'm not saying to a full capacity, but to somewhat understand how it could work, not saying how it does work. That's a token distinction between two propositions that we would know or how it could work. So what we propose about infinite regression, right? Or how we deal with it, we're suggesting how it could work, and it has a form of substance as to how. It's not necessarily meaning that it does work like this, right? So we propose how it could work, and we give justifications as to why. Some that could be backed up to predicate an inference. So to answer that question, I think we could understand somehow how it could work within nature, not necessarily that it will. Same thing, with the. I'll just give an analogy about the Bible, right? You know how it's supposed to be the Trinity, like infinite within nature, with all these essential attributes, right? How God within Christianity is supposed to be infinite within nature, and the Bible proposes a form of a way to understand that, or how we could understand that set of nature, but we don't necessarily understand how it does work because we are not on the level of that said God. That's how I think we could come to terms with that answer. I think that's a very solid answer to that question.
This doesn't answer my question for many reasons.
But it
Number one,
does kind of.
no, wait. You were concerned about the possible application of infinity. All right, but we're not talking about that. I'm concerned about whether or not we can even know something. There's a difference between knowing and understanding. You can understand something without knowing it. Knowing something is in accordance to JTB. It's basically to believe in something while being justified in that belief and believing that it is true. That's what it means to know. How
Okay,
how is
so I
it
don't
that
necessarily think you have the
we're
right
able to
things
know
about epistemology.
something that is
So
infinite in
when we
nature? I haven't
consider
finished,
these
bro. I haven't
pillars
finished.
about
That's deep.
epistemology, right? So these pillars of epistemology, it's justification, truth, and belief, right? So Satan, something example,
No,
like
no, no. That's
that.
not.
No,
That's
no, no,
not.
no.
Not
Hold,
those
hold.
pillars
Oh,
of
I'm
epistemology.
justifying
They're
why my
all
I'm justifying why my answer
conjunction.
is going to be a solid answer.
What?
Because you said I'm concerned with how an infinity works, and you're concerned about how we know something, right? Okay, so I gave you an
No,
answer as to
more
how we
particularly.
could
I'm
know something
concerned about how
because
we're
hold on,
able to
hold on,
know
hold on, hold on, hold on.
something.
I gave
Not
you the belief, I gave you the truth factor, and I gave you the form of justification for how the answer could work. Again, that's how we could come to terms with knowing something. Again, you're not like tracking that shit. This shit is not rhetorical, bro.
brother. You're concerned about the application. I am concerned about whether or not we're able to know something that is infinite in nature. I'm concerned about
Oh,
something that
some we
is
would have to have a
more,
form of
more,
application. Are you
more,
dumb?
more. How do I say this? I'm concerned about something that is more a substance because we're dealing with something that
Okay,
is
so then we have
we're
substance for
dealing with
that. What are you
something that
talking
is
about? Again, the
for the sake of
substance is the
infinity predicate.
applicable thing
Bro.
to gain a conclusion. We use the substance for applicability for a conclusion. What are you talking about? And we have substance through that answer. So yes, it would answer the question as to how we have criteria to know that said thing. Again,
No, oh my god, yeah, we can conclude.
yeah, sure, we could conclude. Also, I don't really think Sheba is good for a judge. We could just go upon consensus if you want. I could just post this up on my YouTube channel, and people could see how it is. And I don't
I
personally
would
care
say you.
about
I
my
would say
villain's verdicts.
I would say opt for someone who is these are my criteria. So someone who is ept, someone who is uh, someone who is a mutual friend, or someone who
Sure,
is
no
Want to
problem,
get
no problem.
mutually
humble?
known.
Even then, you do realize that I have people that I'm friends with who tell me I fucking lost a debate before, right? Say, for example, I know a
I
person
don't
named
care.
Lane,
I honestly don't
MTF
care.
leader. Okay, I
Don't
don't
care.
personally care if you don't care. I'm explaining something that I care about. So, like, please, nobody
Then
cares
don't care
about
whether or
what you
not I
care
care.
about.
Then don't care about if I care.
Okay, you know what? I don't care that I'm about to grab you, and yet actually, no, I'm not gonna finish that.
Yeah.